Hey, what's up, page turners? Welcome back to the show. This isn't an actual official episode of Long Box, so that's why there's no number to it. But kind of went out with the family today, and the reason why I won't be putting up an actual episode of Long Box this week is because it was the wife's birthday, and anybody out there that has a significant other knows that if you dedicate time and attention to something else on their birthday, bad things happen. So I'm just going to shoot this video just to make sure that there's some new fresh content for you guys to check out. Next week I will actually I won't be covering these books that I'm going to show you that I picked up. I did read a few of them when I did have a chance, so I'm really not going to get too much into these books other than right here. But next week I will be reviewing the books in full. Books that I picked up, books that I didn't really pick up, the books I love, hate, buy, and leave on the shelf. And this week, like I said, I took the wife down to we like to go to local flea markets just to see what we can pick up as far as collectibles, and you never know what you're going to find. So before I get into the books, I want to actually show you what I picked up. And anybody that watches my videos knows that when I seen this, I was like, and I know the value of it as soon as I seen what it was worth. And let's just say I got one hell of a deal. If anybody wants to know which flea market I went to, it was Dixieland Flea Market in Pontiac, Michigan. It's where I was born and raised, so I always got to visit the hometown. It looks way different, and it's a lot less quality than it used to be. So I know Scott knows what I'm talking about, and this is what I picked up, guys. Yeah, a whole sealed box full of Garbage Pail Kids, 4th series. 48 packs, and you know what? I didn't remember this when I was a kid, but there's only 5 cards in a pack with the gum. So check this out. I'm gonna flip this around. There we go. So what we got going on here? Now these boxes really weren't sealed as in foil wrapped and all that, but I did count the packs, and there are 42 packs in here, or 48 or whatever it is, and it does have the poster in here. So I don't know, it does have it looks like it has a little bit of moisture damage on there, so maybe it was sitting the wrong way, but none of the packs look to have any type of water damage. You can't see any water residue on the side of the boxes, but you can see that this box has some wear to it. But yeah, got all these fresh packs. I mean, remember this stuff, guys? I mean, if you grew up with these, this is like pure nostalgia. Who wouldn't want that shirt right now? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You can't even get a t-shirt for that much these days. So, that's awesome. That's a sweatshirt. See? Winter's coming up. So, that was my awesome pickup for the week as far as collectibles go. So, I mean, who can complain about a full... I honestly contemplated about opening every pack in here just to see if I could put together a full set, because all the cards are mint. And I'm a collector. I'm never really going to sell this stuff, but just to be able to have this full box sitting on my shelf, I'll put it right next to, I think it's a Marvel Masterpiece, or no, it's Marvel Universe Series 3 box that I still have sealed. So, there's places for it. I don't want to open it up simply because I know that in the circumstance of having to get rid of this, it's worth far more like this. I mean, I could sell these packs as at least, $7-8 a piece. So, you guys like that? Pretty cool boxes we got here. This is actually from BCW. There is the website, and this is the actual barcode. If you guys want to type in that number on Google, and it will bring this actual product up. And I decorated mine, of course, with the Spawn. Got on the side pocket here another little Spawn, but this opens up so you could actually slide like a piece of paper in there to label this. Same with here, there's a pocket, and obviously gotta represent. So basically what these can be used for is, say you have like saga books or chew books or whatever books you're reading. Maybe you got a mini that, this holds 20 books bagged and boarded comfortably. It's a little tight, but I prefer my books to be a little more tight so that way they don't really slide around as much. You could probably fit maybe 25 books in here unbagged and boarded, but obviously that's probably not what you would want to do. They do fit in the long boxes and short boxes, depending on which size you get. There are some that are just made for like current size, but if you get one that fits most books, you know, because if you get a current size one, I tend to find that most of the current size boxes, they tend to have too much snug on the side. They don't give your books enough breathing room. And if you get one of the bait, obviously that bird really wants to say something. So, are you, yeah? What's up? Anything else and you'd like to sum that up with? No? Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to open up the box here to see what we got going on. Alright, right off the rip, we got some goodness. And this was actually, focus you guys on my strawbirds over there real quick. Alright, see what we got going on. Last time in Strawberryville, see what we had going on? Look at all that stuff now. I had to trim those up, but we got some pretty big strawberries going on. The disease is working out from me. I had to bring them up a little bit because last time they were a little bit lower in the pot. They were about this low, so I had to bring all that up, and when I did that, shocked all the roots. But nonetheless, let's get back. Yeah, I know. You guys can say all you want, but I just can't help it. I'm a big fan of Spawn and Scotty Young. Can't complain about it. Ninja Turtles issue number 24. This issue, if you're not reading Ninja Turtles, this is the book that I suggest you go out and pick up. This is the one that I think you should be like seeking, because the events that take place in this issue and that have led up to this issue, let's just say somebody that's not on the cover of this issue, could be a bad guy, could be a good guy, changes sides. You can go and cheat and Google it if you want, but I highly suggest reading this issue. I'm highly anticipating the next issue and to see where this goes, because I'm a big fan of the stuff that I grew up with. G.I. Joe, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, all, you know, Mask, Silverhawks, all those things. And to see these characters written in an interesting story and telling them very well. It's nice. It's nice to see this. So don't let the art on the cover fool you. The art on the inside is much better. This isn't bad, but the inside is much more detailed. So I highly recommend this issue. Get you a shot there. All right. Up next, Batman 0 Year #1 Director's Cut. I highly recommend this simply because, all right, everybody out there, you don't understand Capullo's art until you really see the pencils of it. The changing from Glapian to Miki, most people really don't take the time to compare. Most people don't take the time to notice exactly who does the pencils and what the pencils were before they turned into inks. This right here is literally the first half. If you can see, it's a thickie. It's divided. You can see like a yellow towards the one side. The back half is the script, literally what Snyder sent right to Capullo and said, "This is what I want. These are up to you, but this is the main focus. Do your thing." And the front is literally the issue with no colors, no inks. It's the penciled panels that Capullo sent in to have finished, and you do have the letters. The letterer did put his lettering on top, so you'll see you can read the book, but I highly recommend this. If anybody's out there just like they didn't like the way that the 0 Year was going, pick this up, man. Just enjoy what they're trying to do and see the work that goes on behind the scenes, because I highly recommend it. Even for $6, it's worth it. And that brings me to this. Batman Annual #2. The story was interesting. We're dealing with a character that I'm not really familiar with at all, but it was used in an interesting way. It focuses on Arkham Asylum, but I'm gonna have to say that this issue solidified. I am 100% confident in the fact that if Capullo leaves this book, I probably will not read it anymore. And I hate to say that, but the artist in here, I don't want to drop on the guy and be like it's bad, but it just doesn't tell. The artwork itself doesn't tell the same story that Capullo's does. Now everybody's going, what? The writer tells a story. True, I get that. The writer writes the story, but it's up to the artist to depict what's happening in the scene. And it's a good issue. However, I missed Capullo on it. That's what I gotta say. So this issue, wow, I didn't expect anything that went on in this book. I didn't expect the conversation. I didn't expect the ending. I didn't expect the build-up. And it was all in both negative and positive. I'm still kind of conflicted about this. I'm going to read it a few other times just to see what's going on. Read a couple other issues before just to kind of see if I missed something. But wow. 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 That's all I can say. This issue I did not read yet. So I've been liking where they've been going with this. However, it's one of those books that I kind of feel is filler in my pull. Books that I'm trying to read just to stay relevant with excuse me, the characters of Marvel. So I'm just gonna have to say that this, unless this issue is pretty good, I might have to jump off. I'm not sure if I'm digging it that much. Venom, I really liked last issue. I haven't read this one yet, so I'm gonna jump in, see what's going on. Bunn, he's a decent writer in certain situations. I didn't like his Superior Foes, but I've been liking the Venom so much. So it's a pretty interesting cover. Not too different from a Spider-Man cover. So nothing elaborate. X-Men #3. This issue, I'm hoping this pans out because a lot of people like this book. A lot of people. I like the art. I will say that I like the art. However, I didn't think that the story was progressing in a manner that deserved the the $4 out of my pocket every week. So, I'm going to check this book out. If it's good, I'll put it in next week's review. If not, then it's probably gonna get tossed off the pull list. Bedlam, man, I've got to get a moment to sit down and just actually read this book and enjoy everything it is, because I've been reading bits and pieces when I get a chance. And then I'll sit down and I'll read an issue, and it's like I need to just, weekly, monthly, I need to just sit down and read every issue in a straight run and really enjoy this. Nick Spencer is an awesome writer, so I'm looking forward to it. Detective Comics, Layman. If you guys aren't reading Chew, if you're not reading Detective Comics, then you're missing out on an excellent writer. I'm not sure exactly what goes on in this issue. I'm digging the cover, but haven't heard really any good or bad reviews about it yet, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Same thing with Constantine here. It ties in with the Trinity War. I'm probably going to get some boos from the crowd on this, but I'm not digging the Trinity War. I think it's a hokey playoff that hurries up and just puts all these superheroes in a situation where they're all dead, gone for whoever knows, and all these villains can come in and wreak some havoc that they got to come back in and save the day, which to me seems like they're going to go to the original universe and pull all those characters in after these ones die, like they did with Superman from Earth 2. So not sure I'm going to enjoy this issue. I have enjoyed 1 through 4 so far, but with the Trinity War, I don't know where this is going to be after the Trinity War, so not sure I'm going to look forward to it. Guardians of the Galaxy. This issue was interesting. You see a lot of character dialogue. You see a lot of characters just bantering back and forth. I'm not sure if it's just building character, foreshadowing to things in the future, but overall, it was just, I think it was a bad use of her first appearance. You really didn't get to see what I think everybody agrees that they would have really liked to see with an Angela entrance. We got a peek in the end of Age of Ultron, but it was pretty much the same. You got to see the exact same panel, just redrawn in this, and then there was a small fight scene. But I'm guessing next issue and progressively, this character, I feel if done right, this character could be major in the Marvel Universe to where she could be a villain or a hero. So that's what we got here for the comics this week. So other than that, I got in the mail today, if I don't break it before I drop the shit. Let's see. Anybody out there, I don't know who it was that disliked my Skylander video from going and hanging out with my son at GameStop, but you need to get some Skylanders in your life, brother. That's all I gotta say, or sister, whoever you are. Because today, and I hope this isn't something different, but I'm believing I know what it is, so yeah. Alright, today we got this, so spin it around. I'm talented with that one hand, huh? Damn it, come on. We got Mini-jini. And this is actually a Frito-Lay exclusive sidekick for Skylanders Giants. And you're asking who the hell is Mini-jini? Okay, well, you've got Mini-jini, which is one of the Giants. This was very rare to get for a while, and you couldn't really find it, so I figure, you know, my wife had it. Her name's Jenny. I got it for her. You know, Skylanders is a nice family game. It's something that all the family members can sit down and, you know, there's button mashing. It's like your Smash Brothers Melee, but then there's also like this platformer adventure game with puzzles, and it's a good game for the family, you know. And my wife wanted this character, so I got her, and you know, you got to get the sidekick. I do have an eyebrow coming in, so in the next couple of weeks, but you know, to make the family complete here, you know, we gotta have all of them. We gotta have the Scarlet Ninjini, the Mini-jini, and the Ninjini there. So I'll give you guys a little better look at that, and as you can compare it to her, it's pretty close, except for she doesn't have the swords or the bottle on the back, as you can see. And when you put this on the base, you know, her bottom lights up here like blue. This one lights up a red, and as you can see, there are subtle differences to them, other than the color, you know. But that's what I got today, guys. Thank you very much for watching this, and you know, thanks for hanging out on my back porch with my strawbirds. You know, hopefully one of these days I can propagate some nice clones off of these strawberries to where you can see them kind of poking off on the side there. Those are called runners. See them right there? Boom, boom. So once I can turn those into bigger plants, I can actually turn that over there. All my lemon balm, which is excellent for tea. If anybody has lemon balm, you pick it and it smells just like lemons. You can tell by the center, the main little stem that comes up, it's square. Take that stuff, steep it in hot water for about an hour, drink it, excellent. But I'll probably take half of that, this area over here, maybe the other side, so that way it's not by the birds in the tree, and do a little strawberry patch, and maybe one of these days I can start sending these out to you guys and you can enjoy some long box weekly strawberries. So alright guys, thank you for checking out the books, thank you for checking out the family's toys, and definitely thank you for checking out the Garbage Pail Kids. So if you guys got any love for this, thumbs up the video. If you enjoyed the video, please share. You know, if you got a comment, question, please leave it and I'll respond as soon as I get the chance. So much love guys, and thank you very much for checking.